Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's coming up next.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year two, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. Goes back down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Indianapolis.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. Play to the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Richardson to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. But after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
He's kicked. It is good. And the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls, 3 in 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? Now it's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance for the rest of his career, now not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. And in motion is Brown. He's got his man, he finds Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
We've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4. And now he's got his offense set up here early with 1st and goal.
Here's Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on second down. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Josh Downs now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the second time. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Taylor. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13. But it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the gun, under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Coming on for this field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And they will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. And in motion is Brown. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Inside. It's complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, KC.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run right side with Pacheco. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third,
and he's into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC.
we all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Chiefs will take a 14-6 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is Downs. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Richardson gonna look to throw. He's gonna run it. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 53 yards.
This defense knew coming in that controlling this quarterback as a runner was a huge component to today's game. The plays he's able to make as both a designed runner, but it's the scramble plays. That's what really kills you. You see here early in the game, they couldn't corral him, and it leads to a big play.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. He's got his big tight end. Mo Alley cuts. Touchdown, Colts. Got a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Colts move back to within 1. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 14-13 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
We're trying to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, Richardson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing, Richardson. This one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. Just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, held in by Kelsey. And that'll give him lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
What a luxury. Certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A run. It's Peel. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. That is caught. It is Hopkins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's down about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Now a 3rd and 2. here's a run by Taylor. So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Roberto Sanchez to punt. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Here's Mahomes. He keeps it himself. That one good for 26 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Well, it goes without saying, you want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's Piron. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Here's a third down and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. Third and short. Here's Patrick. Open man right side is Kelsey. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Mahomes on first down. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Here's 2nd and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And now it's 3rd and goal.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away.
And he's in. Xavier Willoughby. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is down. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense make their way out to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Richardson will give it to Taylor. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Whoa! And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Run with Taylor. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. Finding space at the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts are back within one score. It is an 8-point game. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes now to throw on second down. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense is running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Richardson. He'll take off again.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Richardson fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's Richardson. Off he goes. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down to the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Indy.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Colts are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The numbers boggle the mind. 5, count them 5 first-half touchdown passes. That is getting near record territory with a whole nother half still to play.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. First and 10 for Mahomes. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They put Kelsey in motion. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They're trying running here with Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza. It's a punt for KC. And back deep it is Josh Downs. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific. Nowhere to get away. He's going to go down. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and long. Throwing, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Kenny Moore there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's downfield, it's Kelsey. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's dropped off for Pacheco. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Open man is Hopkins. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Mahomes here to throw again. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. He is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Here's Buckner now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the zone lead, this is Richardson. They're struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And this time, they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and we're able to force them down for a loss.
He'll take it and take off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make a habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Hartman now to return it. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And that's going to be a true first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. And now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That is caught. It is Hopkins. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a 1st down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. They put Kelsey in motion. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. And a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is Downs. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Colts offense, and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. It's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Indianapolis.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Mike Dana shuts that one down. Second and 7. On play action, Richardson. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy 1st down. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his 1st read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He's got it at the 3. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that.
That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts are able to edge a bit closer. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the carry is P-Ryan. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down. They'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They put Kelsey in motion. There's that man again, another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Taken in by Kelsey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
First down throw. Mahomes to the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they're going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Hopkins sent in motion. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is down. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Looking middle, and he's got downs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
To pick this up, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Richardson. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Richardson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage set. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Colts are back within 2 scores.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Mahomes on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 1st and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A run, it's P-Run. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. A run. It's Pacheco.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This a 44-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. There's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Richardson, who else another catch for his favorite target. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10. Here's Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Richardson. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They go right back to Taylor. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Richardson to throw. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away.
Hardman now to return it.
Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. Second and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality. But not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run. And they're going to force this team to snap it again on third down.
On third down, they go with Pacheco.
On third down, they go with Pacheco. And he's going to have it up for the first down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line. Hopkins sent in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice.
40-yard line.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
With that last throw, he
And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin. Most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin at 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line, help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he will score. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, KC. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So that's the big one in this offensive onslaught. A little bit of history. 8 passing touchdowns in one game. That's an all-time NFL record for a quarterback. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Throwing on second down, Richardson. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.